Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm with Stellan. Yes, he's still here, guys, and I still love him. Let me let that dog in. Come on. You gotta be part of the show, I know. Sorry guys, had to let Thurston in. Okay, so I'm with Stellan. We're going to do an outfit change. Although I have been changing him off camera, I still enjoy playing with this little guy. He is my #1 fella in my collection. So there he is. Take a good look. I hope I have him in the best lighting possible. And I'm going to go ahead and move his little pacifier out of the way and just set that aside. I have him in something kind of warm, and I'm probably going to be putting him in something that's still kind of warm, even though we are in the 70s here in California, or my part of the country. We are in the 70s this week. Let me just get situated here. And I was planning on feeding him, but I can't get the saran wrap not to leak. And usually I'm pretty successful at doing it, but I didn't feel like fussing with it. So this is just going to have to be a prop for today's video. Just something visual for you guys to look at. It's one of my favorite. This isn't a glass, but it's one of my favorite plastic bottles. It's a Mimi Jumi. And the nipple is also, it's just a one piece. So there's no nipple that detaches from the ring or anything. It's just one piece. And I put milk in it. But like I said, I'm not going to be feeding him. So we're going to get this guy out of his outfit. So now I have a larger collection than I'd been accustomed to. My collection has gone from, having 5 at a time to being down to 1. Oh, I don't want any. Let me fix the lighting. To being down to just 1 for the longest time. 1 and a fairy. The fairy really is just a very beautiful decoration in my room. She looks gorgeous sitting there in her basket. I don't play with her, but I always wanted the fairy. I'm still on the hunt for either having some outfits made for her, which I think it's going to just come down to my mom making it when she has time, or whatchamacallit, or finding somebody to custom make some items for me. So now that I've had my 3, I've really been enjoying my twins. I do find myself sometimes slightly overwhelmed with how I want to enjoy them if I want to continue. I mean, when people hear twins, I know a lot of the time you might want to have them dressed alike or similar, but that's not something always the case for me. I feel that they're twins, but I feel like they have their own personalities, and of course different clothing looks different on them because their bodies are different sizes, and not only that, but their limbs carry, the way the clothes lay on them or carry on their limbs and their bodies as individuals is completely different. So not everything that looks good on Bijou is going to look good on Paloma. He does have this underneath. I might just keep that. I was going to put this one on, but this one feels a little bit thicker. I think I'm just going to go ahead and keep this one on him. I do notice, although I am enjoying the reusable diaper, I do notice that it changes the way clothes looks on him, and it also changes the way his body is and the way he feels. I'm not so sure I like him this puffy. And a lot of the clothes that I've bought for him and that I've kept for him, that I've purchased, were with how clothes fit him with disposable diapers, not necessarily how clothes fit him with this reusable diaper, which is really bulky. you know, one thing I do want to make sure, I just want to see if I have any, I took all the lining out. Yes, I did. I took all the lining out of that. See how much smaller his body is? So it definitely does give his body a different shape underneath his clothes than the disposable diapers did. Get him buttoned up here. So I still see myself as the type of collector who can only have a few dolls in her collection at a time. And although I do see the appeal, I understand the appeal for having more than one or more than two, because I was starting to get bored just changing one doll. Although I like the realism and only shopping for one baby doll, I was starting to get kind of bored with shopping just for Stellan. But I still look at clothes for him, guys. I'm supposed to be shopping for twins, and I'm still looking at stuff for my boy. I don't think I'm going to be adding any more girls to my collection, even of a larger size, because I do have the preemies. I really love these shorts. I know you guys have seen me repeat these shorts a couple times, but they're just so, it's a Swedish brand called Polarna Pirret, and I just love the style. This, you know, kind of casual, because it really suits this California boy right here. And it is warm, in the 70s. That would be how our fall is. Doesn't get too cold, and our winter is probably in the 60s. But I'm going to put this sweater on him because I love the way it looks on him. Then we're going to brush his hair. Let me put that in there. So I have been enjoying the girls a lot and looking for clothes for them when I can. There are limited styles that I can put on a preemie. And those of you who have preemies know that. But preemies are usually going to be in comfortable clothes and not really that much fussy clothes. But I do plan on putting some of those custom-made outfits on them soon. I think this goes here. And this is Nopies. Nopies. This I believe it's also a Swedish brand. I'm not positive, but hey, I'm into all things Northern European. I don't know, since childhood. I blame Pippi Longstockings. Plus, Stellan's namesake is a Swedish actor, Stellan Skarsgård. I really like that guy. Oh, this looks good on him. I really do love when I can find clothes that comes as a set. But one of my favorite things to do in this hobby really is to collect kind of like an eclectic collection where I can get different brands and then place them together or suit them up with other brands and pull together a certain style that I want to capture. And definitely this little boy has been my favorite to dress of all of my Reborns. Etienne was pretty much a very close second runner-up, the Scarlet Kit, because of his legs. And also I loved the fact that he had painted hair, so I was able to put more things like hats on him. I'm going to put his little Falk socks on. I thought the white and the white would be perfect. So it really is one of my favorite things to do is the fashion, you know, putting things together that didn't necessarily come as a set. I was even going to try to put one of these socks on them. They are Newbie brand, which is a Swedish brand. A little part of you. That is a little, yeah, a little part of you. That is so cute. It has a heart. But I think I'm going to go with the white socks. I ordered a pink pair for the girls too. In fact, I ordered these for the girls, but I'm putting them on Stellan, and I do dearly miss dressing this little guy. Now let's get to his hair. And I'm going to first try I'm going to dry brush his hair. Oops. This little guy, come the new year, is going to be going to Australia to his artist, creator, prolific and talented Pearl of Happiness Nursery to get his hair touched up, as I've had a little bit of breakage in the back, just on one isolated spot, but still it needs to be addressed. And that is one of the things that I love about Pearl, is that she's in it for the longevity. She is the type of artist that loves to keep track of where her babies are at. Enjoys it even more when her dolls, and she knows that they're being well taken care of, pretty much maintaining and protecting the integrity of her artwork. And who can blame her? See, I didn't really need any water or it really made his hair shiny without wetting it. Something that I do like. I've added some spray to, he's got a little cowlick right there. I gotta fix that, probably needs to be wet. I've added spray to the girls because I've wanted their hair scented. So I think I'm gonna add just one spray of water on there, and just because I really need to get that indentation out of the back of his head. It's just from him sitting on the boppy pillow for a long period of time while his sisters get changed, dressed, and featured in videos. He's been patiently waiting his time in the spotlight. So his hair did get a little bit of a little kink in it, or what would you call it? What did we call that when crimp? A little crimp in it. There we go. That's the word. Let me just brush that and let that dry. He's looking lovely, guys. Look at this boy. Love him. Love him. My favorite Reborn of all time. He is really nice to dress. Now, that also, with that in mind, I have to say that what I've learned about Reborns and dressing them and the fashion thing is that not every single outfit is going to suit every single Reborn. And it's because of things like, I mean, maybe I'm stating the obvious, but let's humor me, guys, humor me. But it basically is because of things like how the limbs are. Are they full limbs? Are they 3/4 limbs? Are the arms curled up? Is the arm extended completely out? Like my Sophia Grace has one straight arm. Are the legs curled? Are the legs, does the doll have, is it sculpted with froggy legs like the Scarlet was? So all of these things are really going to play a huge part on how clothes lays or hangs on your doll. And I have to say that I've had so much fun dressing this guy because I've found that I found a style for him that I really like and that suits his limbs. And that really is one of the huge enhancers of this hobby for me. Let me just turn this around just a teensy weensy bit so you guys can see him there. So there he is, guys. For those of you who said that you've missed seeing him, I really appreciate you guys letting me know that. I was planning on featuring him soon anyway. Now I'm really happy that I'm able to rotate a couple more dolls. and just pretty much push myself to do so. Like I brought Mika out, although I don't buy things from Mika very often. I made a conscious effort to buy him something so that I could feature him in a video, and I'm hoping to rotate the dolls more because it was becoming quite mundane for me on my channel just to only change Stellan, although he is my preferred baby. I'm not gonna lie about that. He is just absolutely gorgeous, and I love to dress him. And in fact, I'm still shopping for him today. I've been looking for some stuff for him, although I need to slap my hand because I seriously need to get on that, making sure that I find things for my twins. So I really need to get busy doing that. Although I have found a lot of things, I know that now I can spread the outfits out a lot more and rotate which doll is being featured a lot easier. I still have to say though, in the short time that I've had all 3 of these babies, I still do prefer a small collection. It feels more realistic to me that way, you know, just having one baby. And yeah, so that's all I have for you guys today. Just a small little chit chat. I hope to do some discussion pieces to get right back on that bike, because my channel still is going to be a discussion piece. You know, I'm still going to have whole discussions, respectful discussions on my channel, and I'm going to keep going full force with that. And I'm doing it for those of you who've expressed, new and old to my channel, who have expressed that you enjoy that content. And I've even received really nice compliments on how I carry on these topics and how I maintain decorum and all of that. Although some moments are not my best, but you'll get all of me. The sometimes when I get pissed, like everybody else, and the times when I am just focused in the present and just changing my dolls. So if you enjoy this kind of content and you want to see more and you're not subscribed, make sure you do subscribe today. And if you don't want to miss a video, or you want to be alerted as soon as one of my videos goes up, go ahead and turn on your notifications. So with that, Stellan and I are going to say goodbye for now, and I hope you guys like his outfit, and thanks for watching.